and welcome to Dubai, venue over the next 5 days of the MetLife BWF World Superseries finals. Dubai, known for its spectacular architecture, its ancient markets, its modern shopping malls, and of course the beauty of the desert. Dubai popular both as a business centre and a tourist destination. But some of the visitors this week are the great and the good of world badminton, and they're all headed for the Hamdan Sports Complex, because this is the venue for the season-ending championships, destination Dubai. Well, the Super Series has been running all year. The 12 biggest tournaments in world badminton has meant that 60 of the world's top-ranked players have qualified for Dubai. The top 8 players and pairs in each of the 5 disciplines: men's and women's singles, men's and women's doubles, and of course mixed doubles as well, and with $1 million prize fund on offer. It is the richest prize in badminton. Well, those top 8 players and pairs in each of the 5 disciplines will be divided into 2 groups of 4. Everybody plays everybody else within the group over the next 3 days, and then the top 2 in each group will qualify for the knockout stage, the semi-finals on Saturday, and of course all 5 finals on Sunday. Well, prior to arriving here in Dubai, nobody knew who they had to play, because of course the draw was done on Monday and all the players turned up. Who would have to play against who would be in their group? And I have to say, some of the draws and the groups have thrown up some very interesting clashes to really whet the appetite over these first 3 days of a competition. So the skyline of Dubai, and our matches on our first session. We're starting with women's singles, and of course the 2013 world champion from Thailand, Ratchanok Intanon, up against Tai Tzu Ying from Taipei. They're mixed doubles, and the defending champions, in fact 3 times winners from Denmark, Fischer Nielsen and Pedersen. They're up against the Thailand pair, Sukheprat Prakamol and Sarli Thongtongkam, who have now qualified and competed for all 7 consecutive Super Series finals. Then we've got women's doubles, and the number 2 seeds from Japan, Kakiwa and Maeda. They're up against the Indonesians, who of course won the race and gold medal at the Asian Games. That's Meswari and Polly. Then men's singles, and the newly crowned world champion Chen Long of China. He's up against Kenichi Tago of Japan. Tago, incidentally, 7 Super Series tournament finals. He's never won a title. Will it happen in Dubai? Then, of course, we've got men's doubles, and the defending champions from Indonesia, Muhammad Hassan and Hendra Setiawan. World champions last year. They are up against the Chinese pair of Chai Biao and Hong Wei. Then the last of our matches on day 1, it is Wang Shexian, the number 1 seed in the women's singles, against the number 3 seed, Saina Nehwal of India. So that's what we've got lined up, and the players waiting in the wings, waiting for the first of our matches. I'm Jill Clark, and as always I'm sitting alongside Morten Frost, former world number 1. But as far as these 2 players are concerned, Ratchanok Intanon, the number 4 seed from Thailand, finished the year ranked 5 on the Super Series list, played in 11 of the 12 tournaments. 2 finals, as you saw, the Korean and the Indonesian Super Series event as well. Her opponent, Tai Tzu Ying of Chinese Taipei, won the Hong Kong Open, the last of the Super Series events prior to these Super Series finals.
Go.
Well, it really is a spectacular lineup here for the Super Series finals. Morten, what a match for us to start with. This encounter between the 2 youngsters. One has just turned 20, the other is still a teenager.
Absolutely. It's going to be a great match. I'm looking forward to it. Especially, I think that the girl in the picture here, still only 19 years old, a former world champion already. Imagine to be able to say former world champion. She was not able to defend it successfully just a few months ago, but I think she has picked up lately. I think she's playing very well.
Yes, and to her opponent Tai Tzu Ying, well, if you think her opponent is playing well, what about this lady? Because Tai Tzu Ying won the Hong Kong Open just last month. And of course, in winning that title, it meant she moved up one place on the end of year Super Series rankings, which means that she is ranked 6th here at the Super Series finals in Dubai. Tai Tzu Ying, well, that was her 3rd Super Series title in total in winning in Hong Kong.
So let's toast first. Blue or white?
So our
Blue,
umpire
white, okay?
Simon out from Hong Kong
White.
for this first match.
You take the
Bert
end.
van Horem
So service or receive?
of Belgium
Service.
will be our
You will be the
service
receiver.
judge. Well, of course, every time we have a group situation, a round-robin competition, as we've got here at the Super Series finals, well, always vital, Morton, to get off to a very good start, because, of course, whilst you can lose a match and still get through, in all honesty, you want the confidence with a first win under your belt.
Absolutely, it's as you say, it's vital to win the first match, and even better if you can win it in 2, because that would add on a lot of pressure on the rest of the players in the group as well.
Well, there is the former world champion, the 19-year-old Ratchanok Intanon. World ranking, you can see, of 7. Super Series standing at the end of the year 5. And because the number 1 on the Super Series list, the Olympic champion Li Shuirui, sadly injured, couldn't come, means that everybody goes up one place as far as seeding is concerned. So she is seeded 4 here at these Super Series finals. Has been as high as 2, incidentally, on the world ranking. So to her opponent, Tai Tzu Ying, 20-year-old, was beaten finalist at the Super Series finals 12 months ago in Kuala Lumpur. Lost out to the player who sadly can't defend the title, Li Shuirui. So 2 Super Series finals for Tai Tzu Ying this year, winning one of them, the Hong Kong, but she also reached the final of Japan. Now there's the court officials I was telling you about, Simon Au and Bert van Horembeck. This, the 9th meeting between these 2 players, and of the previous 8 matches, honours are shared. It's 4 wins apiece. The last time they met was last year in the very first round
Ladies
of
and
the
gentlemen,
All England Championships.
On my right, Tai Tzu Ying, Chinese Taipei. On my left, Ratchanok, Intanon, Thailand. Ratchanok, Intanon to serve. Love all, play.
So the former world champion Ratchanok Intanon, far side of the court as we look down against the beaten finalists from the last Super Series finals, Tai Tzu Ying.
Service over.
Well, Morton, both you and I had the pleasure of watching Tai Tzu Ying win that title in Hong Kong, the last of the Super Series events, and her racket skill, her disguise overhead, and there was one particular shot that you kept pointing out to me, which was a punch clear, deceptive punch clear, and I wonder if she's going to use that today.
I think she will. I think the circumstances in this stadium is very much in favour of that, and it's interesting to see when the toss was done that Tai Tzu Ying, she was actually opting for choosing side and say, okay, I'll stay on this side, and Ratchanok then decided to
Goodness.
serve. But I think these two players are so evenly matched. Here we have it. That's a punch clear. That was the very good punch clear across court here. And it's doing a lot of damage already because you can see that Ratchanok did not get into position. Here we see it, that cross court there. Can't keep it in.
4-1.
Well, I remember about a year ago, Morton, you and I sitting discussing the situation of world badminton, and both you and I picked out these two players and said that what a bright future they'd got. They're exciting players, they're deceptive players to watch, and they've already enjoyed huge success. I didn't suspect they will have really won the titles that they've already won, but it is quite remarkable that players so young are doing so well, and of course it's a very healthy situation for world badminton to have these youngsters coming onto the world scene. Absolutely.
I think especially in the women's singles we see a lot of changes, and we see a lot of new nationalities coming into the top 4, into the top 8, and in the last, I think the last 3 tournaments that you and I have been watching and commentating on, there has been no Chinese women's singles players in the finals, which is, I would say, extraordinary, unusual.
Just the last 2.
But there was no one in Macau either. But that was a Grand Prix gold.
Yeah.
But, you know, in all fairness, in the last 3 tournaments.
This is a good rally. Look at the pace of this. Oh my goodness. What a rally. Oh my goodness. Well, the despair hit the top of the net and fell back her side.
She can't believe it.
What a rally, though.
That's close, isn't it? Look at this. Look at this. Oh. This is desperately close.
Had a little think about it, didn't it?
Yeah. But I suspect this is some of the kind of rallies we're going to see in this match, because they're so very well matched towards each other. They play good badminton. They're very skillful, both of them, and I think it comes down to who really wants to win the most and who's got the physical ability to do it, because they can keep it in. They keep all their shots in. We will have long rallies, and who will crack first, I think, is possibly one of the options we're going to see here.
Service over. 4-7. Service over.
Now you see, that looks in a way as if it's an unforced error from Ratchanok Intanon, but it wasn't.
That's definitely not.
That was your punch clear that you like so much.
It is, because it's played at such a good height. It's not too low and it's not too high, but it's absolutely right, and it's adding on so much pressure on the opponent.
Well, she did well to get out of trouble there,
Tai
Tai
Tzu
Ying.
Ying. She did on that backhand, the flat backhand shot. That was a good shot. And it's a shot that we see from the men's singles. It's a shot the men's singles play all the time, but we see it more and more often in the women's singles as well.
Oh,
but she definitely deserves to be 11-4 up.
Yeah, what a magnificent angled cross court, played with disguise. Look at that. I thought the clear was coming again.
Yeah, she had the option of the straight clear as well.
Yeah. Wonderful play. And the mid-game interval with a 7-point advantage.
去显示高一点。他有没有像刚才你拉掉，他已经反拍。
Just 5 minutes of play.
这样，好，来。
Yeah, well, very good 5 minutes, I would say.
Yeah.
Very good 5. And once again, I think it's that
20
little bit
seconds.
of extra
20
power
seconds.
that Tai Tzu Ying has got. That little bit of extra power in her smashes, in the pace she's playing, that little bit extra is doing the 11-4 lead.
Yeah. So the obvious question then, Morten, is what does Ratchanok Intanon have to do to counteract that?
She's going to stay in the game. She's going to stay in the game for as long as possible. And she's got to see whether she can out-tire Tai Tzu Ying. Because eventually, you know, you've got to take kind of the top away from her. So she's not playing 100%, but she's maybe playing 90%, 80% of her physical ability. So if she drops a little bit in pace, then Ratchanok can follow. I think she's got to stay in the game for as long as possible. That's her option here. Because look at that.
That's going wide.
And shots like that, simply not allowed. Mistakes like that, she cannot afford. It was way too out.
I appreciate what you're saying, Morten, but I can remember you and I discussing at one of the recent events about Ratchanok, and you were saying how nice it was to see her playing a little more adventurous, a little more urgency in her style. And I think that's what's been missing. She hasn't won a title since she won that world title in Guangzhou last year, August last year. So that's well over a year since she's won a title. That is just delicious. Look at that. Rushing forward, played with this guy's cross-court winner. But so to me, the fact that you're now saying, well, actually, Ratchanok needs to play more of a patient game and really work her opponent seems to go against certainly what I was liking about seeing Ratchanok, that more aggressive style.
Yeah, but the thing is that the problem is that in every department at the moment, in every single little department, she's overmatched.
Yeah.
Which means that she's got to somehow stay in the game to level it. And from there she can start doing what we're talking about. But she's got to take the top away from Tai Tzu Ying here, because she is faster, she's more aggressive, she's more powerful, she's playing better attacking shots, she's got better pace, everything. So for Ratchanok to win, she's got to get the opponent to drop a little bit in pace. Then she can start playing more adventurous again.
5:15 play.
And just to go back on a point I just mentioned before, it will be interesting to see who cracks first. And for the time being, I don't know if you noticed the last 3 or 4 points that Ratchanok has played, she's played cross-court slice shots, mistakes and so on. And that's a sign of, you know, not really being there. And you can see 16-5 is an awesome lead.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, that's very nice. That's the sort of shot that I was alluding to.
Yes.
That's what I love to see this player really trying in her games. And I thought that after winning the world title, she's out of position. Tai Tzu Ying.
That's why it's coming good.
Yeah.
That's why it's a good shot from that position, because she's got her out of position on the previous shot. Oh, that's a beauty.
Again.
That's a beauty.
Yeah.
Good play.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. It was a nice idea, wrong execution.
Yeah, but that's where I would have liked to see Ratchanok stepping up a little bit. Tries to look at how This one here, Tai Tzu Ying can't really play the best shots from that position, and I think Ratchanok should have moved in a little bit further towards the net in order to be able to attack that shot, and she didn't do it.
Service over. 8-17.
Oh, that is nigh on perfect,
Service
isn't it?
over. 18.
Doesn't get much better than that.
No.
But again, it's the punching clear that's doing it. Look
Yeah.
at that. That's better.
Yeah.
Service over.
And it's important that
9-18.
she really tries to play herself into the match before the start of the second game.
And I think she has done that
Yeah.
already. I think she sort of stopped the train running, and she's now on even with her opponent now, which is very, very important, as you say, before they go into the second game. That's out. Yeah.
Well, we do have the
10,
challenge system
18.
in operation here at the Super Series finals. It was a good call by the line judge. That was just wide.
But this is very good for Ratchanok.
11,
This is very
18.
good for her game and her chances in this match. She's sort of never going to get back in this game, but as you said, she's getting back into the match, and that is so important. Can she get another 2, even 3 points before this is over? This will be good for her.
Service over.
She was what,
19,
16-5
11.
down, something like that.
That's correct, yeah. 11 points. Well, her opponent is just 2 points away from this opening game.
Service over. 12-19.
They're just indicating Ratchanok that she wants the court mopped of the perspiration. Ratchanok didn't qualify for the Super Series finals last year. Ended last year ranked 12. So this finishing the year ranked 5, her highest ever
19.
finish
Play.
on the Super Series rankings. Oh, that's going long, surely. Oh, no, it's landed in. Oh, goodness me, she couldn't have heard me.
13-19.
No, don't worry. We're sitting far too way back here. No
Oh,
chance.
and that's well in.
Yes.
Goodness me.
You know, you've got to have your eyes checked.
That's
No,
nice.
That's perfect.
That's
Now,
lovely.
we're sitting far
Service
behind here,
over.
and obviously it's desperately difficult to
20.
call the shots
Point.
from where we
13.
sit.
But it is now game point opportunities for Tai Tzu Ying. 7 of them to be precise. Yeah.
Game.
Well, a very, very good performance
First
in
game
that
won by
opening
Tai
game
Tzu Ying,
by Tai Tzu Ying.
21-13.
15 minutes for that opening game. 21-13.
后面这几个都太强势了，安心你后场压一压，尤其是他老手来压一压之后，他自己就会比较出力了。他在背面的手长，然后对角长，对角，你就注意这个就好。还有大概可以吗？跑动还可以吗？
เพราะว่าผักแล้วนี่ก็เสียเปรียบแล้วก็ลูกมันช้าไม่เหยียบแหมเบางั้นก็ขึ้นคืนหลังก่อนแล้วอย่างนึงเวลาตบไม่ตบยาวๆมือซ้ำเลยถ้ารอให้มันฟาดมามันไม่วางตบยาวๆมันฟาดมามันค่อยดักดาบสองย้อนทางก็ได้ ช่ป่ะตีย้อนทางหน่อยนะ
So the former world champion, Ratchanok Intanon, well, it seemed to me, I don't obviously speak or understand any Thai, but it seemed to me as if her coach was saying something about you've got to get to the net first and you've got to punch into your opponent's corners yourself, which of course is what Tai Tzu Ying was doing so well in that opening game. So we'll see.
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
Control of the net is very important in singles, isn't it, Morten?
It is. That's where you're setting yourself up, and that's where you're giving yourself the opportunities to play the winning shots. So the coach is very right in saying you got to get in there, you've got to get to control that net, and if you don't do that, you're in trouble. So very good advice. But somehow it looks a little bit, it's a big arena, this, and obviously when we play in these big stadiums,
Second game.
it's all about the speed of the shuttle, and sometimes it's very slow in these big stadiums. Oh, that's a good smash.
Very good smash.
Service over.
But what I was trying to say when I say it's a slow stadium, it's a slow shuttles, it means that the slightly stronger physical player have an advantage, and this is where I think Tai Tzu Ying is having a little bit of an upside here, because she is physically stronger than her opponent.
Yes, that wonderful, wonderful punch clear again from Tai Tzu Ying. That really did the damage, because it's played with disguise. Her opponent having to turn, there it is, turn to play the backhand. You've got your back to the net. You can't see where your opponent is. And technically, that high backhand is very difficult indeed. And that's just wide as well.
3-1.
Yeah, it's delightful.
Very good shot. But she was controlling it. Look at how she played that net shot with the backhand net shot. And it was really spinning quite nicely. She had great control from in the rally from there. And this one was a delightful shot.
So back level. I know it's only early stages, but this is very important. That was some way long, wasn't it?
Service over. 4-3.
Now, here's an interesting stat about this young lady, Tai Tzu Ying, only just turned 20, as I was saying, has won at least one Super Series title this year, and for 3 years at the age of 20. That's remarkable, isn't it?
Service over. 4-all.
Oh, string's gone with that one, surely. That didn't sound right to me.
5-4.
No, it sounded a bit strange, but
Well, racket okay.
I think so, yes.
Look how she just clips that racket head over the top of the shuttle. No follow through with the racket.
No, just like a whip.
Yeah. It's gone and wide.
Service over. 5
It's
all.
interesting to see that Tai Tzu Ying is really adding on a lot of pressure on that backhand corner of Ratchanok, and she's been very successful doing it.
Six, 5.
Oh, look at that. But speed of movement, Morton. I love the
Service
movement
over.
back in court there from Ratchanok. Really got behind the shuttle.
She did. Here, this is it.
Yeah.
Very quickly. But once again, it's due to the fact that she was able to really move her opponent out of her comfort zone.
This is another good rally. Look at that clear again. Oh, how did she play that backhand?
That's good.
My goodness me.
Oh, that's good save, good save.
Brilliant! What a rally!
Service over.
This is a
7,
nice save.
6.
32 shots in that rally, and every single shot was played with precision. Missed it. That's the first little
Service
sign
over.
I've seen, Morton, of her perhaps
7
being just
all.
below that 100%.
Yeah, she's dropping a little bit now, and you can also see it in the scores, obviously. It's 7-all now, but she is dropping a little bit in pace. She is making a little bit more mistakes, and that's what I meant when I say you got to take the top off
Yeah.
your opponent. I have no other or better expression than that. Oh, that's a beauty once again. Look
Yeah.
at that deception.
Service
Oh,
over.
it is wonderful, isn't it? Sometimes I can't help but wonder,
7.
though, with Ratchanok, whether she overplays this cross-court backhand net shot. It's one of her favourite shots. She plays it so well, but sometimes I think opponents are beginning to look for it.
Yeah, it's one of her get out of trouble shots, and sometimes she's not that much in trouble but still plays it, and that's why, as you
over.
rightly say, she's playing it a little bit too
8
much.
all.
But this is nice. Look at this. I want to see that a lot more than what we've seen so far. Play a good net shot, stay in, make sure that the opponent can't play the net shot back as what she did here. That's a nice, easy point for her.
Eight all. Play.
Oh, there's a challenge here.
Challenge. Tai Tzu Ying.
Challenge from
Oh.
Tai Tzu Ying.
It's close. It's
First
really close.
challenge of the day, as far as we're concerned. And Hawkeye will adjudicate for us. If you're not familiar with the system, each player or pair is allowed just 2 challenges throughout the match. That's 2 incorrect challenges. If you challenge and you're proved right and the line judge wrong, then you keep your challenges. So it's very similar to tennis, and they're just all looking up to the giant screen waiting for the adjudication from Hawkeye. Here we go.
That's in.
That's in. Yeah, good challenge. Oh, no.
No, it's a
No,
bad.
I'm getting confused now.
Yes,
Here
you are. It's unsuccessful.
Unsuccessful.
Yes.
It did catch the line.
Play.
So the point to Ratchanok Intanon.
Service over. 9-all.
Oh, my goodness.
10-9.
Well, she read where the smash was going to come and just whipped it across court. And that's a demonstration of some of the physical power that you were talking about, Morten.
Yep. It was a very clear sign. That's a beauty. That's, again, getting out of trouble shot.
Service over.
But this one from the other side and played to perfection.
Well, that is perfect clear once again from Tai Tzu Ying, and it means that she has the advantage, albeit just one solitary point. Yep. 11-10 the scoreline here in the second game.
包括这里也是一样，他这个起来很快，但是你让他这样就比较慢一点。然后说你看他后场绕头这边比较没有人弹，你可以多推对角，对，去推他对角，除非他有在抓着你在直线，哎没有再继续对角，因为他防他这个没有很好。
Well, I don't know if you remember last year, Morten, with Tai Tzu Ying having to come back in her semi-final, saving 3 match points against Wang Shixian, but it really did show me what a fighting spirit Tai Tzu Ying has got. She really did come back from that huge deficit.
11-10. Play. Service over.
And I don't know if it's just me or you can help me here, but Tai Tzu Ying is her performance. If you look at the whole year of 2014, I sort of noticed is a wrong word, but I think I've sort of seen she has played better since the World Championships in August.
Yeah.
She lost the quarter-final against Marin, as far as I remember.
That's correct.
But from there, I think she has played really well. Is it just something that's...
Yeah.
It's in my mind, or is it anything that you can help me with?
Yes, she was bronze medalist at the Asian Games.
Which is after the World Champs.
Which was after the World Champs. Just in the middle of the year, she reached the final of Japan. And then, of course, she's ended up winning the Hong Kong.
Hong Kong, yes.
So, yes, the last 6 months of this year, she has played better.
Yeah, I think so. Good defense. Follow up, yes. She's got to follow up.
14-11.
And by that, you mean going forward to the net, as we could clearly see there.
Yes.
Know your opponent's in trouble,
Yeah.
move forward. The likelihood of them being able to get the shuttle right to the back of the court is fairly slim, so you might as well be in the front court area. Well, all 4 points since the mid-game interval had been going this lady's way. That's the first point she's dropped since the mid-game interval.
12-14.
Backhand serve. Oh, my goodness, that's good. She's upped her
Service
pace.
over.
She has, but I also
15,
think that,
12.
as I say, Tai Tzu Ying has dropped just a little bit, a fraction. So, sort of, the physical department is kind of leveled. And then it comes down to the play, the actual play now. And that's where
Challenge,
it's very
Tai Tzu
even.
Ying, Go in.
Well, there's another challenge here from Tai Tzu Ying. If she's wrong about this, then she has no challenges left.
I think it's out. And it was called in, wasn't it?
Yeah,
And I think she's right.
right to challenge.
Yes, I think she is going to win this one.
Well, the players wait. Here we go.
Oh,
Oh.
I'm wrong.
Challenge unsuccessful. 16-12. Tai Tzu Ying, no challenge remaining.
6 of the last 7 points against Ratchanok Intanon. Shift in momentum? Well, we'll see.
Service over.
I don't understand why she's not on
13,
occasions tried.
16.
She's had a very good chance. Now we have a good look. Look, cross courts into the deep corner. I don't think that Tai Tzu Ying can get to it. But obviously is taking a chance crossing the centre of the court, but I think she will not get it. That's out.
Service over. 17-13.
Oh, my
Oh,
goodness.
just about getting that one back.
Yeah,
Service over.
well, just about isn't good
14.
enough.
17.
No.
Look, from backhand side to forehand side to backhand side again. And finally, couldn't reach out of position, but she was made to twist and turn in that rally. Ratchanok Intanon. Persisting with the backhand serve.
Fifteen, 17.
Missed it.
16, 17.
Now just 1 point in it.
Yeah, what was it, 17-14, 17-13?
17-13.
Yeah.
And 16-12 as well. Twice a 4-point advantage. Oh, look at that. That's nice.
Service over. 18, 16.
Well,
But this shot here from Tai Tzu Ying is becoming too slow. That slice shot, she actually sliced it too much, meaning that it's becoming quite slow. And as Ratchanok had read it, she was there, she could see it, she played it
18,
and had good
16.
time to play it.
Play.
that's a good lift. My goodness
Carry
me.
over.
Very, very rare that you ever see
17,
any sign of
18.
Frustration. Yeah. But I like to pick up on a point. Hopefully we'll get a third game here, but if we do not, try to look at the situation when Ratchanok is going cross court from her deep backhand corner. She's always getting to the front of the court, to the net, very, very late. And that means that, you know, when you are an opponent, obviously you have to watch out for the shot. It's a good shot, but if you read it and you read it well, you set yourself so well up for the rest of the rally, because Ratchanok is getting in on that one so late every single time.
So in other words, as long as you've read it, play the straight block.
Just play the straight block, and from there you control the rally completely if it's not a winner.
19, 18.
Well, it's all desperately close here in the second, isn't it? Just 1 point in it and only 2 points needed for the second game for Ratchanok Intanon, in which case we would be treated to a third and deciding game. This one.
Yeah, that was the one.
Yeah, if she'd played the straight block.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that! Well, all credit to the former world champion, because that's the lift that you wanted to see, the block.
Yeah.
But look at that net shot. That is delightful. And what a way to bring up game point opportunities. 2 of them, to be precise. Only needed the one. It is 1 game all.
Second game won by Ratchanok Intanon. 21-18.
21-18 confirms the umpire.
ตีเสร็จอ่ะมันจะวิ่งเข้าหน้า
This the final rally of the second game. Look at that lovely net shot once again. And it is indeed
ทีสองทีแล้วให้เอาลง
game
แล้วแบบ
all.
รอให้แบบว่าโอเคหลัง
38
นี่มัน
minutes.
หลังมันจะไม่ค่อยเข้าหน้า
And nothing
แล้ว
between
ให้เอาลง
these
แต่ไม่
two
ใช่ลูกแรก
players.
ที่ปุ๊บเซฟตรงพันเฉียงปุ๊บมันดักทันทีเข้าใจป่ะเข้าใจป่ะถ้าเซฟตรงพันเฉียงมันดักตีอย่างเงี้ยเซฟตรงตบตรงมันดักทันทีนั้นจี้แล้วให้เอาลงถ้าพี่บอกแล้วว่าโอเวอร์เฮดถ้าเมย์จะฟันเมย์ต้องถอยนะโอเวอร์เฮดต้องถอยมาเลือกตีไม่เป็นไรถอยตกข้างหลังก็เดี๋ยวเมย์ค่อยเห็นค่อยวิ่งก็ได้ลูกหน้าหรือเซตสองลูกหน้าได้เขาเลยขาเข้าลึกแต่มือต้องไปด้วยนะ
侧锋啊，是不是有点被我抬车两边？
Well, when we looked at Group B of the women's singles, not only these 2 players, but Wang Yihan, the former world champion, and the youngster Akane Yamaguchi, just 17 years of age. And we looked at this and we all thought, well, each and every match
20 seconds.
within this group is going to be a real battle. And so it's proving to be. This, of course, is the first match from Group B. We've already had a match from Group A.
Final game. Level leg.
So here we go, third and deciding game. The number 4 seed Ratchanok Intanon against Tai Tzu Ying.
1 love. Two love.
Lovely.
Service over. 1, 2.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
Service over. 3, 1. Service over.
Don't know if you've had a chance to speak to some of the players, Morton. Well, have they been talking about adrift in this
No,
Hamdan
I've spoken
arena?
to some of them, not about adrift, but say it's a very heavy hole, it's a very slow hole, and obviously the players with the more physical advantage is standing a better chance.
That's nicely played, my goodness me. Oh, there's another challenge. First from Ratchanok.
Call in.
Yeah, we can't see it from here, but
No.
you know, somehow it just looked in, didn't it? But let's see.
Well, I do think that the players with so few challenges per match, they need to learn how to use them at the right time. And once again, the line judge has proved right. In fact, the line judges have been right for all three challenges.
3-all. Ratchanok, Intanon, 1 challenge remaining. Play.
The reason I mentioned that, Morton, because, you know, what was it, 1-3 at the time when you make a challenge in a deciding game?
Yeah.
I mean, of course, hindsight is a wonderful thing, but...
Yes, it is. That's good fighting. Well played by Ratchanok. Oh, what a shot that was. I was convinced she would go cross-court in that one. But we, of course, have a very, very perfect situation from here. Look at this. That one is beautiful.
Yeah, it's just swiping across the line of the shuttle, keeping it straight, turning that racket head at the last moment. You Danes call it a windscreen wiper shot, don't you?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Do you know what? I think this is crucial. I think this is crucial because
these next few points.
No, it's already happening now. I think it's decided already. I know it's very, very, you know, sticking my neck out here, but I think it's decided already because here we have confidence from the Taiwan player, and the Thailand player is losing confidence. 6-3 up, having the physical advantage a little bit, dare to play the shots, it's going wide, and Ratchanok have to work harder and harder and harder to get back into it. Just that 5-3, 6-3, that's enough.
Yeah. Well, let's point out as well, it is 7 straight points for Tai Tzu Ying. 8 straight points.
And if you look at it, it's these cross net court shots that is really letting Ratchanok down here.
Well, the run comes to an end, but 8 straight points, and Morton, I don't wish to sound smug or anything, but it was 3-1 when Ratchanok challenged that call, and since then she lost 7 straight points. And I talked about you've got to pick your time with so few challenges available. You've got to pick the right moment, and I just sensed at the time that wasn't the right moment.
Yeah, you could be proved to be right on that one.
Oh my goodness. Well,
5,
that
9.
shuttle pulled itself over the net, went all the way along the net court, and eventually fell over. Oh my goodness.
It took a
Precision.
little while. Yeah, it took a little while to decide to go over.
Service over. 10-5.
For Ratchanok to win now, she's got to be physically and mentally so tough to get back into this.
Clever.
Yeah.
That is lovely play from Tai Tzu Ying, and she has a 6-point advantage.
And
As-
lots of confidence in the bag.
Yeah, players change ends in this deciding game. 10 of the last 12 points going to Tai Tzu Ying.
耐心一点，在打的时候不要一开始就想要下不是你的高，还有像一些主动的球，你就是他站牢的时候，你不一定要下压，长球再挤他对角都可以，再让他这样去压，因为他比较怕那种力量性的球，知道吗？或者是长球对角那种
20
搭
seconds.
配。
11-5.
So I suppose the one thing that Ratchanok Intanon needs to hang on to here, Morton, is that she played better from this near side of the court, winning that second game. So she needs to draw on that experience perhaps, but it is quite a deficit. Now it's 7-point deficit.
12-5.
Well, I said that Tai Tzu Ying was a fighter. I remember, and I've just mentioned a little earlier on, that in her semi-final of the Super Series finals last year, she was 14-19 down against the number 1 seed Wang Shixian. Came back to win it.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think, honestly, I think that Ratchanok lost it on this 3-5, 3-6 situation. She absolutely lost it there. And her opponent gained more and more confidence.
Service over.
And I like to go back on your
6,
challenge,
13.
because I felt that after the first 2 games, the physical aspect of the match was leveled. Then there's a 2 minutes break. Ratchanok is 3-1 up. Then she's
7,
calling the challenge,
13.
and the challenge, even though we try to do it as quickly as we can, it takes time.
Yeah.
Means that Tai Tzu Ying had a rest, the 2 minutes break, plus another rest at 3-1. And suddenly from there, she had that extra physical
Yeah.
to add into it. And that's when she
8,
started
13.
going. And that's what I think you have to be very careful when you're using your challenges, as what you say, is it the right time to do it?
Yeah. Unless you're 100% certain that a
Absolutely.
wrong call has been made.
Yeah, but you have to take not only the call
Service
into
over.
consideration, you have to take your whole
14,
situation
8.
into consideration.
This is it. You're absolutely right, and that's what I was, alluding to a little earlier, and you've explained it much more clearly. But you're right. You've got to make these challenges at the right time. They're so valuable. They're so, you know, only 2 per match. Overdone it.
16-8.
Oh,
Brilliant. Yeah.
that's good.
17-8.
Well, both of these players have full repertoire of shots. Great skills, great disguise. Now it's in.
Service over.
Can't challenge anyway.
9.
No, she can't.
17.
No, she can't. I might have wanted to use one there,
Yeah.
but it makes no difference. Look at that one once again. Beautiful attacking shot.
Service
And even
over.
though Ratchanok is hitting it as hard as she can on that backhand
18-9.
side, she can't get it to the first line. Try to have a look here. See how this one is landing. Way in front of the first line.
Service over. 10-18.
Oh, luck of the net cord there, for which he immediately apologises, the raised hand, to say sorry for the good fortune.
10.
Now just 2 points away from securing the first win in this Group B match. No, match points
20.
have arrived.
Match point 10.
Oh yes, first time of asking. And what a wonderful women's singles match. Tai Tzu Ying coming through in 3 games against the number 4 seed, Ratchanok Intanon of Thailand.
Match won by Tai Tzu Ying 21-13, 18-21, 21-10.
The winning moments and the victory secured. 54 minutes, 3 games, 21-13, 18-21, 21-10 in the deciding game. course, that means that in Group B, Tai Tzu Ying at the moment tops the group because she, in her match against Ratchanok, Intanon, were the first to play in Group B. Was, of course, a match in Group A of the women's singles, Sung Ji Hyung against Bae Young-ju. There you can see that Sung Ji Hyung won in 2 straight games. So that means that Sung Ji Hyung at the moment will be top of Group A. So there is confirmation